Good morning, Northwest Service Area. My name is Mitesh Parikh, and I have the privilege to be the Chief Operating Officer for the Providence Medical Group. Today is May 18th, and I'm happy to be able to speak to you on a couple of themes. I simply want to start by acknowledging a tremendous sense of gratitude for all the caregivers in the service area. These are challenging, difficult, stressful times, and each and every one of you are truly committed to and here to support the mission. You see that day in and day out, and I can simply acknowledge gratitude for that. With that noted, a couple of themes this morning that I want to walk through. One, I'm going to start with the case for optimism. And second, I want to talk to you a little bit about what back to business starts to look like in our current environment. And then there's always a couple of themes for the week to be able to share with you. So let me start with the case for optimism. Again, people use words such as unprecedented times, and it truly has been challenging on any and all fronts to be able to take care of patients, ourselves, and function in this current pandemic. With that said, there are a number of things that I think simply are heartwarming and provide a sense of optimism. I don't know how many of you knew that we have almost a dozen new clinicians starting with us at PMG, working in the clinics or at PRMC. We've got new folks in obstetrics, urology, the trauma and acute care team, palliative care, neuro-IR, recruitment in neurology, all expansions or new service lines for us that simply will help us take care of the patients in our community. So feeling optimistic about that. Many of you know that we have a proposal that has been in assessment phase for a new Marysville big box that continues to have a lot of support and working through final assessment at the system level. So despite the capital constraints in these challenging financial times, I'm still feeling pleased that this is moving forward through assessment with leaders that make the decisions to approve these things. And we've got a very good case that has been presented. So we look forward to finding out a final disposition on that. I am blown away by the expansion of telehealth as a way to take care of patients over these last 6 to 8 weeks. Through mid-March, we had seen less than 1,000 patients or patient visits via telehealth, whether telephone or televideo. Since that time, over the last 6 weeks, we've done more than 10,000 visits that way. Being able to connect with patients in their home in a way that's convenient for them, keeps them comfortable, and continues to let them get the care with our clinicians in a way that is safe and effective. Telehealth is here to stay. Looking at our recent results, 91% of our patients gave the telehealth option the highest possible score in terms of their satisfaction with the tool and the care they got. I mean, pretty impressive. And then the last thing I want to comment on in terms of the optimistic mood that hopefully many of you will continue to share and believe in. We're starting to open up again. In the clinics, we're starting to schedule preventative visits, well visits, preventative checks. In the clinics, we're also starting to do elective procedural work. The ORs at PRMC are starting to open back up. The things that we need to do safely at this time to be able to take care of our patients are all coming to fruition. Those are all things to feel optimistic and positive about. With that noted, I'll switch to another theme. I continue to get questions about what does back to business start to feel and look like. Hard to have a crystal ball to be able to completely comment on that, but there are a few themes that I think are important. One, social distancing is here to stay, whether it's in our waiting rooms or how we take care of patients in any of our areas. Maintaining appropriate social distancing is going to be the way that we do our work moving forward. Two, cleanliness, hand hygiene, those are all key themes, and we continue to promote, push, and support those things. Here to stay, and in the most aggressive and important way to be able to ensure that our patients are feeling comfortable with us in our settings of care. Telehealth, I've had lots of questions about whether we'll go back to simply seeing patients in our clinics face-to-face, and I simply don't believe that will be happening. I fully expect that 50%, if not more, of our visits will move to more of a telehealth option in our clinics. It's safe, convenient, and our patients seem to like it. So we're adapting and putting in the continued infrastructure to be able to support that model of care. And then the last theme, universal masking. This is here to stay for certainly the time period right now and likely moving forward. It supports everything I commented on earlier around hand hygiene, social distancing. These are all key themes in terms of making sure that our caregivers and our patients are safe in this current environment. So a couple of themes, hard to have a crystal ball to see what this all looks like over the next 6 months to several years, but some things that clearly will continue to move forward with us. So on that note, a couple of things to share with you as we move into the week. Please be aware there are a number of town halls that are being virtually set up. Those are a great way to interact with executive leaders at PRMC and PMG and to share your questions and to have a meaningful dialogue. So please look for those and attend as possible. We know we're moving over to a Microsoft 365 Outlook that'll have new tools and desktop capabilities. So continue to look for that over the coming weeks. There is this continued communication around universal masking. So I've commented on that before, but certainly in patient care areas, you'll be using masks that are supplied by the organization. You're allowed to wear your own mask in non-patient facing areas. And we're very continued to that theme and ensuring that we are practicing the proper procedures there. So again, I thank you all for the opportunity to speak with you today, and I hope that you all have a fantastic week. Thank you.